I'm Nidhi Kumar and you're watching Science Time, a show that brings to you the best that science offers, from exciting developments in science and technology to futuristic solutions. Quantum communication system could detect earthquakes. Smart contact lens could directly deliver glaucoma drugs when needed, and Sepiolite for ethylene scavenging biofilms for fresh storage. And let's take you to story number 1. A quantum communication technique known as quantum key distribution can also measure minute vibrations in the ground, making it potentially useful for detecting earthquakes and landslides. Quantum key distribution uses certain properties of photons to encrypt data sent between two devices, making the system more secure than traditional encryption. If an eavesdropper tries to access the encrypted data, the photon's quantum state is changed, which can be detected and stop the transmission. Researchers at the University of Science and Technology of China demonstrated a kind of QKD called twin field QKD, which uses the way single photons interfere with each other to encrypt data. They successfully sent encrypted data over a 658-kilometer cable with minimal data loss, one of the longest distances demonstrated by any QKD system. The encrypted information is contained in a quantum property called the photon phase, which needs to be carefully measured over the length of the cable. Any environmental disturbances such as vibrations in the ground also affect this phase and can be detected. This is the first time researchers showed that a twin field QKD system could both distribute quantum keys and sense vibrations over ultra long distances, which is a new mechanism. The research is published in the journal Physical Review Letters. And with that, let's take you to story number 2. A wireless contact lens device could help treat the eye condition glaucoma by monitoring the buildup of pressure inside the eye and automatically delivering drugs when it rises too high. Glaucoma affects about 80 million people worldwide, according to some estimates. This is caused by insufficient drainage of fluid from the eye, which elevates eye pressure and can damage the optic nerve that transmits visual signals to the brain. The condition is commonly treated using drugs that help drain excess fluid from the eye, administered in the form of eye drops. But people often may fail to stick to their treatment schedules. Researchers at the Sun Yat-sen University in Guangzhou, China, designed a prototype contact lens device that can sense eye pressure and release glaucoma drugs when needed. The researchers have trialed their lenses in rabbits without glaucoma. They first demonstrated that the device could monitor eye pressure in the animals and transmit the data wirelessly to the external computer. Then they used the computer to wirelessly transmit a signal to the contact lens that triggered the release of brimonidine. By then tracking the rabbits, they found that the animal's eye pressure had decreased by around a third after 30 minutes and by more than 40% after 2 hours on average. The realization of this technology for use at point-of-care settings could revolutionize the lives of millions of patients with glaucoma. The research is published in the journal Nature Communication. And with that, let's take a look at story number 3. Removing ethylene as it is liberated from fruits and vegetables can help maintain their freshness. However, most films made for the purpose contain potassium permanganate as an ethylene scavenger. Potassium permanganate is toxic. Sepiolite clay, a natural fibrous clay, has good ethylene scavenging properties. Could we try preparing these with Sepiolite? Kirtiraj K. Gaikwad and a team from IIT Roorkee proceeded to investigate. Cornstarch, cheap and biodegradable, can be used for large-scale film development. So the researchers prepared a film based on cornstarch and gum acacia with varying concentrations of glycerol as a plasticizer. Adding gum acacia strengthens cornstarch's film-forming nature. The team added different ratios of Sepiolite clay to make the ethylene scavenging films. As the amount of Sepiolite clay increased, the film thickness also increased. The team evaluated the elasticity, tensile strength and thermal stability of the films. The films were durable and the durability increased when Sepiolite clay was added. To investigate the ethylene scavenging features, the researchers coated fresh broccoli fluorates with the film, and they monitored weight loss, color change, and other parameters after 6-day storage. 20% Sepiolite clay in cornstarch gum acacia maintains freshness longer. It may be a boon for farmers and traders of fresh fruits and vegetables if they could get such ethylene scavenging films to reduce losses while transporting and storage. The research is published in the journal Food Bioscience. And with this, we come to an end of this edition of Science Time. We'll be back with more exciting stories from the world of science next week. Until then, stay tuned to India Science. Keep watching India Science. Namaskar.